Watch me play the slots while I talk about some fucked up shit. Remember to like and subscribe. Thank you. Hello, my sassies. Welcome back. It's me, Sasa. I know I've been gone for a minute. Sorry about that. I'll do another podcast on what all happened. I lost my boy, the short version there. So anyway, we'll get into that in another one. This one is, though, you ever be up real late at night? Get on YouTube. That is like my favorite place to go and look at videos. I'm not even gonna lie right now. You know, you could be a rocket scientist. You could be a brain surgeon. You could change your headlight in your car. You could learn how to tie your shoes. You could learn another language. You can pretty much learn anything you want on YouTube. Now, I'm not going to always say that the information is correct or that it should be used, but if you want the information, it is there for you to have. So I'm cruising through YouTube, late, couldn't sleep. That's like the best time to get on sites like QVC or whatever they call them nowadays. That was popular when I was young. Or, just like they say, you should go to the grocery store when you're really hungry. So you should definitely be on YouTube when you're really tired. So I stumbled across this video and it really made me think about stuff. You ever notice like you're gonna go down a wormhole, you just like trip and fall down that motherfucker? It ain't like there's a crumb here, there's a crumb there, there's a crumb here. No. You trip and fall down that motherfucker and you are gone. So this person made like an animated movie. It was only like 5-6 minutes long. Basically shows this couple in their normal everyday life. Every night they sit together on the couch, they watch the evening news, her arm inside of his, and they listen to what's going on in the world. And it shows them like sharing some memories, you know what I mean? Like going off and doing this and that, whatever, just living their normal lives. And this thing breaks out, COVID, and they start watching, about all these different things. And then it shows like both of them in the grocery store. She's masked up, he's not, just their different views on things. And as the numbers grow, he decides to get on the internet, and get all this information. And he finds this site about a planet reset and how if everybody would just basically be no contact for a short amount of time, they could reset the whole planet and this thing would all be gone. And he ordered this book and he shows it to her and they start arguing about it. Then it shows them splitting up on the couch watching the evening news and just how, their difference in opinion on this whole subject. So fast forward, they end up splitting up and things get really bad and they take people to these mock apartments that are basically like a prison cell, if you ask. So as I was saying, things get real bad and they take people to these apartments, kind of like, I would say they are prison cells. And it's provided with everything that they, whoever they is, feel you need. There's drones that bring their food allotment of the week, and none of it's real food. None of it. They have like a tablet looking thing, and they only can watch the things that are approved by whoever they are. Reading material, same thing. There's a camera, if I didn't say that follows everything that they're doing. They never get to leave this apartment. He lives upstairs in this video, and he goes out to have coffee every morning and stands out on this, like, I don't know, it's like a 1x1 cement slab, and he waves to a guy across in a building on the other side. And they show these videos of, try this drug, it will change the world, and you can have better food selection, and you can get out of, that apartment that you're in, just for trying this drug. And that guy across the way decides to try it, and like 3 or 4 days later, you see these drones fly in and pull out this body bag and dump it in what looks like a big garbage truck. And the guy just shakes his head and goes back in, and it goes from being days to months to years, and it's just like they keep telling them it's going to be longer, it's going to be longer, it's going to be longer, that they have to stay locked up. And finally, he's had enough. And so they have these bracelets on them that are, you're not supposed to ever take off. And it tells all their information, when they're scanned. He breaks that off. He breaks the camera. He finds a way and figures out. And at the very end of the movie, it shows him escaping in a garbage truck. How far off do you think that is from what we're going to go through? I mean, really, how far off do you think? After watching that movie, I went down some serious rabbit holes, y'all. And it was full of rabbit shit, so I slid right in. Woo, slid right down in. So what if we'll say that they, whoever they are, was aware that they were going to need a way to control this ever-growing population on this planet. And fast food wasn't introduced. And not only can it kill you, from eating too much saturated fat, being on a fast food diet isn't healthy, they say. They, again. But let's also say, and everybody knows, it's been tested and documented scientifically, that there is stuff in fast food that makes you crave it more, so you eat more of it. So, maybe eating it once isn't bad, but eating it 2, 3, 4, 5 times a week probably is not so good. But whatever's in it, it's like crack cocaine, you gotta have it. But what if not only putting things in there that make it so addictive that you just gotta have it after you've had it the first time, you gotta have it, like Lay's potato chip, can't eat just one. What if they were also putting something in there that was killing you? Population control, right? Whether it's gonna make it unhealthy so you die or some other reason. And what if it doesn't kill you? It basically, how do I say this? Makes you into a zombie for them. Everybody talks about there's going to be this zombie apocalypse. And a lot of people say this heroin epidemic is it. And I can attest to that, yes, people definitely turn into zombie-like creatures. I mean, it deforms their bodies in places where they've injected. They'll stand straight up, but be comatose. So, it's an unfortunate thing. But what if what they were putting in there was causing tons of issues? And it was causing people to believe things they would never believe. And see things they've never seen. And just become a whole completely different person. I mean, I had McDonald's today myself. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm addicted to the caramel matcha. I get an extra shot of espresso in it. That's my treat for me. And I got a double fillet of fish. And I knew about all this before I ordered that. But I still ordered it. Do I think I would be healthier if I never ate from fast food again? Probably. I mean, even if they ain't putting nothing in there, fast food just isn't a healthy choice. I mean, I'm not saying there's no healthy choices on those menus and then none of that food is healthy or whatever. I'm not saying none of that. I'm just saying, on an average, fast food probably just ain't the greatest choice, So while I'm going down that rabbit hole, now I'm thinking about everything that we eat. Everything. How food looks so different, tastes different. I mean, not just fast food. I'm talking about all our food. And I come across this video about mad cow disease. Y'all know about all that and what happened over there? How they would grind up the carcasses of the cows and make it into this meal and feed it back to the cows. And so the sick cows were getting fed to the healthy cows, and then it ended up, because it was able to be transmitted through, I think, like the spinal fluid or some shit. There may be something to do with the brain. I can't remember for sure. Anyway, it was able to get into people and everything else. Okay, I know that I just watched some shit where they were talking about how to try to raise the protein level in beef because they're having such an issue with all of it. And that was the first thing I thought of, was like, didn't they know about that? Like, why would you do that? Because anything that them animals have, you know, people have never ground up the animal and ate it before, except for that place, and it did not turn out well for them. So why would you, you know, history repeats itself. Well, why would you want to do that again? So and not just that, but like I said, all of our food is different. And there has been so many people that have traveled abroad. I live in the United States. People that have traveled abroad, and if they're gone a week plus, they say how much better they feel from not eating our food. Something's got to be up with that. I mean, come on. So then I'm thinking about all that, and I come across these videos of these people who have mostly dogs, but there was some cats that will not drink out of their dish if it's got tap water in it. They'll put 2 dishes down. If it's got the bottled water in it, they'll drink it. But if it's got tap water, they won't drink it. And they say that animals can sense shit like that, you know, like if something's not good, they won't eat it, whatever. There's my people that said that they putting fast food down, you know, their dog or whatever, scarf that shit up all the time, but there'd be times that they put it down and they won't, like something's tainted with that one, you know, that burger's not good for some reason or whatever. If the animals ain't drinking the tap water, should we be? I mean, what should we be eating? What should we be drinking? How do you know anything that you're putting into your body is safe? I mean, how do you? How do you really know? You don't. I always had a big fear just going to a damn restaurant, hoping you don't piss somebody off and they freaking, you know, blow their nose in your freaking soup or some shit. Now, I got way bigger thoughts on what I could be putting in my mouth and what could be in it, you know, before I ever even get it, and nothing that I would ever think would be in it. So, like, that just makes it, that if that doesn't scare somebody out there, if I'm the only one that scares, whew, maybe I'm way crazier than I thought I was, you know what I'm saying? And that is possible. And that is possible. I could be crazier. But with that being said, I think I'm going to end this podcast. I know it ain't a real long one. But it was my first one from coming back. And we can touch base on a bunch of other stuff. And if you have some kind of conspiracy theory or rabbit hole you want me to go down and investigate, you just let me know. And I will do it. I mean, I stay up late all the time, and I'm always looking for new little things to investigate. But this one's really got my mind just really thinking about. And I'll leave you with this one. Somebody is onto this. There's a couple doctors now that have jumped on it too, that says that there's something inside the COVID vaccine that will help them track humans. And they'll know who's vaccinated and not, obviously, because there's a way that they'll be able to scan you, whatever. Only the people that are vaccinated will be the ones that are left, and left for what? Who knows? And what about this FedNow thing? Like, if you buy something from like Amazon, someplace, whatever, the money doesn't come right from your institution and go right to them. It's going to go to FedNow. And you don't think that they're going to tell you what you can and can't buy? Or what you're going to spend your money on? You don't think they're going to be in control of your money? And we won't even have money. Money won't be a thing no more. You know? That is talk. Going into some kind of a cryptocurrency. There will no longer be a dollar. Yeah, I know, guys. I know there's so much going on in the world right now. It is such a crazy place. But never forget, something that's free and easy to give is a smile. So go out there and share them smiles. Because they're free, y'all. They're free. They'll make you feel better, make somebody else feel better. And let's just make this world a better place. Because it's crazy right now. So we all need these smiles. I love you, my sassies. Thanks for hanging out.